Started filming this video about 50 times, it feels like. I'm so out of practice. It's been so few and far between the videos that I've been filming recently that I haven't obviously got that flow back yet. So I'm going to do my makeup. I sat down to do my makeup and I thought I might as well film, do a little chat to get ready with me and get ready with me and we can kind of catch up and I can kind of update you and talk about the things I wanted to talk about while I put my makeup on. So foundation will be Revlon Colorstay, which I'm totally converted to. I did do a video comparing it to Double Wear. If you didn't see that, you may want to watch it, a full day test. And since then I haven't stopped wearing it. I've also rediscovered this e.l.f. brush, the powder brush, which I used to use for foundation, and I'm using it again, so I'm going to do that. So yeah, I haven't had, let me just set up my mirror, haven't had a tremendous amount of videos out recently, and obviously we've not that long moved in with my parents. It's still kind of a big adjustment, adjusting to the space that we have got and living with more people. And the area that we now live, or the house that we now live in, is laid out slightly differently. So the dogs are noisier because they can see so many windows. We also live quite near quite a few cats that like to sit on the outside window ledge and taunt the dogs. So it's noisy a lot. That is a big part of it. We've also moved into a new build on an estate that is still being built, and so the actual estate itself is super noisy. I mean, our main road, I love that, the finish with that brush. I really need to put my hair up. Our main road this week has been closed completely. I think this is the 3rd week, and they've actually started coming into the estate and doing work now, and it is just incredibly noisy. So there's that as well, which is not ideal. Concealer, I'm going to use the Instant Age Rewind Eraser for dark circles from Maybelline. Still don't know whether or not you can get this in the UK. I feel like maybe the whole thing was discontinued, but I loved this because it was like a brightener. It was just like a really bright focus, pink. So it's really just for under the eyes, and I'll put a little bit on the sides of my nose. Yes, it's just been super noisy and kind of has felt not 100% easy to film as it used to be, but I think that perhaps I have been leaning on that excuse more than I should have been, because in the past week I've just felt so terrible. Not ill, but you know, like when you're about to get ill, when you're about to get like the flu, like something really full-blown ill, not like a cough or something, but like when you're about to become very ill, when it hurts, you have that kind of heavy weight on your shoulders and everything feels a bit fuzzy and you don't feel great. I felt like that for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I thought it was to do with my back pain. You know, my neck hurts all the time. I thought it was that, and it kind of becomes, I am loath to say chronic, because that is obviously something for those people that really do suffer chronic pain and chronic illnesses. I'm using the Superstay from Maybelline powder. I don't want to kind of take away from that and say that I have a chronic pain, but if it's a pain that doesn't go away and it's a constant discomfort, it really does kind of gets you down after a while. I think that just slowly it's taken its toll on me, this constant discomfort in my back of my shoulders, and it just makes me feel tired, and I think probably there was the final straw, and I started to feel almost a little bit depressed, just kind of really sorry for myself and a bit down. Just had to change the battery in my camera. So yeah, I've just been feeling kind of not myself. I don't want to make it sound, you know, worse than it is or anything, but I kind of mentioned it on my blog. I did a little blog post about, I think I called it mental reboot, because people deal with stress and anxiety and stuff in different ways, and I did discover that having that kind of feeling that I described in my shoulders and my neck and that constant discomfort can apparently be stress, which is not something I tend to consider myself to be a really happy and positive person, and if you can look on the bright side, I like to, but at the same time I know that I do have a particular coping mechanism where I suppose I kind of bottle it up. I push it down and push it down and push it down to the point where I just crash, and then all I want to do is go to sleep. I kind of power down. So I kind of likened it to when you've got too many tabs open on a browser on the internet and all of a sudden it just crashes and it needs to reopen. That's kind of what my mind does. And I guess I felt a lot like that recently, and that's why I haven't been making very many videos, because I can't, because I do feel like I am quite happy and positive. I've really struggled to want to make videos, and I don't want to make a video and just be like, oh, I'm miserable. Nobody wants that. Nobody needs that. In fact, this is probably exactly that. But you don't, that's not fun, is it? I'm using the Benefit Ka-Brow in shade 2 for my brows. Yeah, nobody really needs to know about this. It's not escapism, is it? It's not like, obviously I can talk to my friends about it, and I can talk to my family and just say, you know, I'm not feeling great or whatever, but you don't need to come on YouTube, and I don't need to be telling you about my problems, is what I'm saying. So I don't know, I just haven't been feeling it recently, and I think it is because I've not been feeling quite myself. But I didn't really want to make a video specifically about that, because I feel like that's a little bit, I don't know, we all have our opinions about that kind of thing, and I think it is a great thing that it's more socially acceptable to talk about your emotions and our mental health now, but at the same time, that's not for me. I don't want to be creating any kind of content that feels forced for views. I'm using the Naked Ultimate Basics. I've been really enjoying this palette recently. These two colours here, and I think this one. I forget how I use this, but we'll just see how it goes. And I do kind of a smoky-ish eye. I've just been really, really liking it. I'm not using liquid eyeliner, amazingly. The problem that I have with non-liquid eyeliners is I can't make them stay. And I'm going to use an Urban Decay one. I do tend to think that they are some of the best. Why won't you focus on my face camera? But there's just something, I don't know if it can't just be me that really struggles to make a pencil eyeliner stay where you've put it, but it just smudges all over my face, disappears completely, and then tends to kind of drop, and then it's like I have intentionally drawn on dark circles, which nobody needs. I've actually ended up using Lookout, which is a more warm brown, up here in my crease. I really do have horrible posture. I think I'm almost convinced I'm getting a hump, full on hump. Okay, I've changed the focus on my camera because it just refused to stay focused on my face, so we'll see. Right, the eyeliner I'm going to use is Rockstar from Urban Decay, which is this kind of purpley brown colour. I think it's got a little bit of glitter to it. And I'm going to put it on the outside. I actually went in with a powder first by accident, which is what you can see, maybe if it stays focused. And then I just try and smudge it along my lash line. Then I'm going to use the Instinct colour, which is that kind of mauvey brown there, underneath my eye. Mascara is the Volume Million Fatale from L'Oreal, which is this one. I lost this until like last week or something. It was I had like a million makeup bags when we moved. I had tons and tons of makeup bags, and eventually I found a bunch of stuff that I had put aside as like my favourite go-to stuff, and this was in that bag, so I finally was reunited. I nearly purchased it again, but it's £10 and I knew that I had it. It's kind of driving me crazy. But in the meantime, I did try or reuse a few of my favourites, which is what makes me think I probably am going to do that top 5 drugstore mascara, because I think I do have 5 that I really like. If I do that video, how would you like that video to be? Like, would you want me to apply each of the mascaras? Do you want me to do kind of a wear and compare top 5? Or how would you like that video to be formatted? You let me know. Blush, I've got the Natural Collection from Boots, Sugar Plum, which is that kind of neutral berry And on my lips, I've got Whirl Lip Liner from MAC. And I think I took the lipstick somewhere. It's in a handbag, I can't find it. And I'm going to use Come Naturally from Essence. I've definitely got some dust or something in my throat, which is a more cool nude. So we'll see how they go together. So that's Whirl, and then Come Naturally. Oh, it goes quite well, actually. I am such a convert to lip liners for this exact reason, because you can wear a lip liner and then you wear various different, like similar but different shades on top of it, and the lip liner kind of transforms into something different, and yet the lipstick wouldn't have been anything near as bold or quite the same had it not been for the lip liner. I am completely converted, and this feels very 90s. I think, I have a little bit of lipstick on my teeth, but I think I've got slightly darker lip line. Always reminds me of, I can never remember the name of her, but there was a winner, not a winner, but a contestant of the first UK Big Brother way back when. Oh, was she called Kagi? I think she was called Kagi. And she wore that kind of lip liner, and at the time I was like, what is this all about? I remember my auntie explaining it to me, because it was not a trend. It was something that she was doing from way back. At the time it was not cool to do that at all. Oh, it was terrible. Really dark, like brown lip liner and very, very light lipstick. It was a look. But yeah, that's me done now. I'm probably gonna straighten my hair, actually. I've been really into straightening my hair because I've not done anything to it. I'm literally using Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders is definitely, the Apple one especially, it's my go-to. I've tried so many different shampoos in the past month because I thought I've got to start trying stuff again. I even tried a really expensive volumizing shampoo and conditioner. Nothing. I love the Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders, and then nothing. No products and no leave-in conditioner, no regular conditioner, and my hair feels really shiny and really clean, and it just dries really nicely. Not that everyone's going to think this is really nice, but it dries with some natural texture. I really like it. So I've been enjoying that anyway, but because I never used to straighten my hair because it was always really processed, and I thought I didn't want to, just the idea of heat styling it really freaked me out. Now I'm not doing anything else to it. I'm straightening it and quite enjoying it because it's that's like my one little hair sin. But yeah, that is it. That's it. I just wanted to kind of give a little update of where I've been, what's going on with me. Let's zoom out of my face slightly. Feels a little bit too close. And yeah, just a little chit chat with those of you that kind of wondered. I'm sure this is going to be really super dull for most of you, but just if you kind of, that's most of the videos me been saying. Just if you kind of maybe just a little bit is kind of what I was thinking, you know. Yeah, ramble. But I wanted to, I'm just repeating myself 1,000 times, but I wanted to justify kind of, but I, you know, it just feels, it feels nice to catch up because it does kind of feel like when you haven't seen your friends in ages and you sit down, I think it's a kind of a form of therapy. Although you guys aren't here with me, I'm literally sitting in my bedroom by myself. I know I'm not talking to myself. I know I'm talking to a group of people, and sometimes the talking part is the therapy part, and maybe someone doesn't actually have to be there for you to talk it through. Just to say, you know, I'm struggling with this, or I'm not happy with this, or whatever it is, you just kind of need to say it and then you deal with it. Maybe that's what it is. But I was just, no, I'm just not been feeling 100%, but I think I'll be back on form soon, and I have some more videos coming up. It was just a little explanation, if you will. And because it might not, it's half term next week, I might just get back in the swing of things, and then it'll be absolutely impossible to film anything, so I'll say. But I have been vlogging, so check out my vlog channel if you want to see more from me. Thank you for watching. Sorry if you did, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!